have your attention, please? I'd like to call the meeting of the Laurel Highlands School Board to order. Please stand for a moment of silence. Pledge.
Present. Here. Mrs. Cheney. Here. Mr. Landman. Here. Mr. Raymond. Mrs. Sampier. Present.
Thank you, Mrs. Beal.
Excuse me, can I interrupt for a second? Just so the audience does know, Mr. Raymond is participating by his phone. I don't know if you'll be able to hear him, but I do have him on the phone in front of me. So he did say here as being present.
Thank you, Dr. Wallace. I'd like to have a motion to adopt the agenda. Wait, excuse me, let me get the whole motion. We have to table AE 2A, Roman numeral 2, AE 3A, P11A, P12A, until after the executive session. The executive session will be for contractual personnel matters. It will be at the end of the agenda items. Now we have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Question on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we have a performance by the choir. We'd like to have them start at their
Hello everyone. Tonight, the cast of Newsies will be performing a few small vignettes of the music of the Newsies set to open Friday, March 8th. We were going to start with Jack and Crutchy introducing our show. However, our lead, Jack, played by Emil Glad, was unable to be here due to sickness. So Crutchy, played by Cody Long, will start by introducing our ensemble, the Newsies.
Hey Newsies, get a move on! The papers ain't gonna sell themselves!
Give me a week and I'll train them to be like an army that's marching to war. Proud of themselves and so grateful to me, they'll be begging to pay even more. When the dirt on your shoes, boys, for God's sake, relax. Why throw them out? All you need is some wax. Listen well to these barbershop lessons, for they'll see you through.
When you're stuck in the muck, you'll be fine. You'll be raced any chance to decline.
And the tip,
And a snap and a shine.
and the power of the press, yes, once again is mine. The price for the Newsies goes up in the morning. And just a few common sense gems, that's the bottom line.
Meta Larkin, played by Hannah Stefanson, sings That's Rich at her theater during Act 1 of the show. Breaking out the social pages, journalist Catherine Plummer, played by Bella Leonardo, sings through her feelings about getting her first real news story.
Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not middle Bible, I'm reading. Poor little kids versus rich, greedy sourpusses. Huh, it's a cinch. It could practically write itself, and let's pray it does. Because as I may have mentioned, I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that was the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl? It's a girl! How the heck is that even legal? Just go and get her, but she's not really that. There's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better. Give life some little dice, so we can learn in class. Just watch what happens. Kids will live and rewrite on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. Who's there with her camera and her pen? His boys turn into men. He'll storm the gates, and then just watch what happens when they do.
Davy, played by Brendan Kopich, helps to motivate the other newsies to strike and seize the day.
Now it's time to seize the day. Now it's time to seize the day. Answer the call, don't delay. Answer the call, don't delay. Homes will be riding if we're united. Let us seize the day.
Yeah, kids, right? At the end of the day, who are you gonna trust? Them or them?
Now the hear is loud and clear. Now the hear is loud and clear. Like an offer drawing near. Like an offer drawing near. Proud and defiant, we'll slay the giant. Judgment Day is here.
Oh, what the heck? Meanwhile, it's gonna kill me anyway.
Look what's begun. One for all and all for one. Strike! 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 Oh, strike!
Crutchy, played by Cody Long, gets arrested and thrown into the refuge. Here he writes a letter to Jack in Letter from the Refuge.
Sleeping right out in the open in your penthouse in the sky. There's a cool breeze blowing even in July. Anyway, so guess what? There's a secret escape plan I got. Tie a sheet to the bed, toss the end out the window, climb down and take off like a shot. Maybe though, not tonight. I ain't slept in my legs, still ain't right. Hey, but Pulitzer, he's going down. And then Jack, I was thinking we might just go, like you were saying, where it's clean and green and free, with no buildings in the way. And who's riding probably knows every day.
As the strike protest gets more heated, the newsies take control in Once and for All.
Once and for all.
show, Friday, March 8th through Sunday, March 10th. Tickets are on sale by calling 724-880-9500, or you can submit an online ticket request at our website, laurelhighlandspac.com. Thank you, and we can't wait to see you at the show.
Tonight. Give them one more round of applause, please.
At this time, we'd like to recognize any Laurel Highlands stakeholders who would like to speak on an item on the agenda. Please come to the microphone. Give us your name and the item you're speaking on. It's now on.
Executive session. We have a successful bidder here, and we just wanted to say a few things about her and to let the board know that we like to still stay for seniority here. And just like to say about some things about past practice and the way things are here. So we have a couple of people that are going to talk about their promotions and what happened with them.
Hi, my name is Dawn Lamb. I want to talk about sport personnel too, and I want to know how you decide who you're going to hire for this position, and how you justify how you're going to hire someone with more qualifications than the highest bidder here that has the seniority, when I have more qualifications too, and I was hired the same night. So just think about seniority roles.
Who are you again?
Dawn Lamb.
Okay.
So seniority roles.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Debbie Savage. I work at Hutchinson Elementary School. I'm a custodian there. It's a 10.5-month on daylight. And I'm here talking about the 12-month position that's open. I have been let's use that word. I have had been on 3 jobs, and we were all hired the same night. And the one in particular was a kitchen job, and that was for Hutchinson Elementary School, which I was a manager there for 2 years, filling in for Tammy LaVisca. And what happened is that when I bid on it and Carol Russell also bid on it, both hired the same night, I had more experience than her. And I had done it for 2 years already in that same school, and Carol Russell got it because of seniority. I believe in seniority. I believe that seniority rules in a union. Without that, you don't have a union. And past practice prevails.
Thank you.
My name is Lisa Fields, who you're all talking about, and I have been with this school district for 18 years. I have subbed in the cafeteria, I have subbed in the custodian in the summertime, and I don't think I've had one complaint from anybody that I've worked side by side with. And no respect for you, Mr. Subbick, but for you to be able to put me down in public in front of another board member at a public game, it was wrong.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You have made a comment in public, in a public basketball game, about you think your friend has more qualifications.
No, that's not correct.
Well, this is what it had
That's
cut
not,
back
that is absolutely
from
not correct.
somebody.
I've always said positive things about you, the way you run the cafeteria, the way you handle yourself, and that can be verified by Mr. Hogger.
Well, because I have done custodian through the 18 years.
I understand
know how
that.
to
I absolutely understand it, and trust me, I've been in this school district
And my name
55
is
years. And I'm just telling you, nobody that I know of has ever said anything negative about you and
It
your
didn't even
performance, your
come
job.
from, it did not even come from the Laurel Highlands. It came from an individual from outside of Laurel Highlands. So it's sad that I've worked hard and I've gave 110% to Laurel Highlands in the kitchen and custodian.
We all know that, so I don't know where you're coming from because
Well, I'm just saying I hope that the seniority rules because my name is first.
yeah,
That's all
that's
I'm
correct. Absolutely, your name is first on the list, the seniority list.
I appreciate whoever can go by the seniority rules, please. In the past practice, that's what has happened. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Harry Rhodes. I'm a staff representative for ASME, American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, and I represent all these fine members here that spoke so eloquently on seniority, and I have to back them full-heartedly that seniority rules in this union. And then on page 26 of the union, 28 of the union contract, in the event there are job vacancies, the job shall be awarded to the most senior and qualified member of the bargaining unit. So that's where we stand, and I thank you for your time.
Anybody else?
I'm Anne Marie Whitman, and I work for the school district for 42 plus years. I also went from cafeteria to the janitors, and of course my name was on the list, and I stayed there and I retired. But I think the seniority, without seniority you don't have a union, should come first.
I just wanted to explain something to the general audience about seniority, the way the school district operates with the union. You could have 4 people hired for the same position in the same evening. The person whose name is first, second, third, fourth, that's what seniority is. So what they're referring to is there's 4 people hired on the same night, the same motion. The person whose name is first gets seniority over the second person. So it could be 10 seconds, and that person has more seniority than the other. Now, since I can speak for that, I've had experience with other teachers who've been hired on the same night. The person who has a name is called first has seniority over the second person within 5 seconds difference. And that could be determined whether there's a layoff. So the person who was hired last or second could be the first one that would lose their position. So we understand all this, and I don't know all this rhetoric that's going out and hearsay and stuff that I personally don't appreciate. I've been in the school district 50-some years, and I understand contracts and seniority, and it is important. Seniority is important to me also, because I know some people have lost positions because they were 1 second or 2 seconds beyond the person who actually was hired first. So I totally understand it. So, yes, Mr. Burke.
I'm here to talk, represent the Boosters for the vacancy in the head football coaching. Just wrote some notes. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Chuck Christopher. I'm president of Laurel Highlands Football Boosters. I had the opportunity to speak at last night's work session and would like to share some additional thoughts from our organization tonight. I thank the board for their time, for their careful consideration in this matter. My sons, Cody Christopher, class of 2018, and Tyler Christopher, who is a junior at Laurel Highlands High School, have been a part of Laurel Highlands football program for well over 10 years. Including the time spent at the youth and middle school levels, we have come to know this program inside and out, as it has been a long and very large part of our lives. The foundation that Coach Zach Just laid from the youth league to the varsity level was the cornerstone for a very competitive and robust football program at Laurel Highlands. This was not being done without great effort, significant discipline, and tremendous amounts of hard work all year round by our coaches, trainers, and especially our players. As a school board, the decision makers for the future of our children and our school district, it is your duty to ensure that the work continues to build a bigger, stronger, and better football program. This includes hiring a coach willingly to devote the kind of time and more that is asked of our players and their families, a supporting staff with discipline and heart needed to continue to upward climb, and fostering from those coaches and players unwavering support from our board, our school, our student body, and the community. We, the boosters and parents of these players, wholeheartedly believe that decisions should not be taken lightly or made more easily because of a personal connection between board members and a potential candidate. We believe that our players deserve for the decision to be made with their best interests and those of the program they have built from the ground up, with their own blood, sweat, and tears in mind. These players deserve a coach that can grow with them, guide them in their football life lessons, and continue building with them the program they can look back on of being a part with tense pride. We ask that you consider their legacy and their profound efforts when choosing who will carry the torch for the next leg of this journey. Would it be nice to be known for our football program in the way people refer to Thomas Jefferson's program, Bell Vernon's program? Wouldn't it be nice to see the athletes transferring into our school district for sports opportunities as well as academic ones? It is common knowledge that several athletes have left this district in recent years for better opportunities on the field or the basketball court in other districts. Wouldn't we rather them be coming in and helping us build our programs instead of giving our opportunities the advantage? Stressing only academics isn't enough. We clearly need to work on building strong academic programs, but we also need to continue building strong sports programs and extracurricular activities offered. This balance is what makes the student and our school better. Please do not fail them. Please consider all the options and hire a coach that will bring new life into this program and continue advancing the work that has already been done and set forth. We owe it to those who worked so hard in the past to keep this program moving and building up. And we owe it to our school, our students, and our community to give them the very best, robust school district we possibly can. Thank you for your time.
Anybody else? There is at the end of the meeting, there is public comment. Somebody would like to make public comment at the end of the meeting. Let's move on then. Approval of the minutes, the regular meeting January 19th and January 29th of 2019. Question on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the attendance records of committee meetings and work sessions. Work session February 19th, 2019. Question on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. The Laurel Highlands School Board meeting will be televised on Tuesday, February 26th at 1 p.m., Wednesday, February 27th at 8 p.m. You can watch this on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 17, CUTV. Also, you can see it on YouTube, South Dean Township on YouTube. Thank you. Dr. Wallace, your report.
Thank you, Mr. Seppic. At this time, those students who are here for student recognition, if you would please go to the rear of the auditorium. We will help you line up while I'm doing the superintendent's report, and then we'll be organized and ready to go as soon as I wrap this up. First, this evening, we do have one teacher that is up for tenure, and one of the things that I request from all teachers who are are up for tenure is to answer 2 questions. The first one is, please describe why you became a teacher. And the second one is, please elaborate on the most enjoyable aspect of working for the Laurel Highlands School District. This evening, Mr. Zach Sight is up for tenure, and the question that I'm going to read from is, please elaborate on the most enjoyable aspect of working for the Laurel Highlands School District. Mr. Sight writes, I think what has set Laurel Highlands apart and the reason I've worked hard to obtain a full-time employment here is the staff. Teachers in my department are quick to collaborate, sharing ideas and materials to ensure best practices are being utilized for students to achieve success. And that, in a nutshell, is one of the core beliefs that we have, is making every student successful. So, Mr. Sight, if you're here, please stand. Did not make it this evening, but his statement does stand. High school, Ms. Brandy Mancini. We received today, we're very excited about our new program, We Are the Future, that honors National Honor Students, seniors, by awarding them 2 complimentary tickets to Penguins games. And this comes from Dara Schnornick, and she is a program assistant for the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation, and just another avenue that we're able to recognize our students for the work that they're accomplishing. Thank you, Pittsburgh Penguins. I would also like to extend a hearty congratulations to Mr. Eric Johnson, security staff at the middle school, for being nominated as a Champions of Learning 2019 finalist through the Consortium of Public Education. You'll be recognized at an award ceremony on Thursday, May 2nd at the University of Pittsburgh Alumni Hall, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Once again, congratulations, Mr. Eric Johnson, middle school security personnel. Good work. Recently in Pittsburgh, Hamilton was a big success in the cultural district as a play that was being offered. Our Laurel Highlands junior, Kalisa Jones, earned a spot to perform in front of the Hamilton cast in Pittsburgh. Kalisa's rap, a music style that is typically found in the current Hamilton production, was selected, and she performed flawlessly. Congratulations for her assignment that actually put her in the Hamilton running, and congratulations on winning a spot to perform for Hamilton. Nice work, Ms. Jones. Once again, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Randy Miller and Mr. Eric Gatis, our curriculum directors. The project Lead the Way, the Laurel Highlands School District received an engineering grant for $10,000 for the 2019-2020 school year. And we'll put that money to good use. Thanks again for Randy and Eric on their diligence, and congratulations to the Laurel Highlands High School for that engineering grant. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards of Southwestern Pennsylvania would like to congratulate participating students and their teachers. They will be honored at the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards ceremony in Steele Auditorium on the campus of California University on Sunday, February 17th. That's coming on, that was last week. But the most important thing here is that we had an honorable mention in Miss Abby Chambers and Hannah Stewart. Miss Abby Chambers in poetry, Miss Hannah Stewart in poetry. And we'd like to congratulate those students for having an honorable mention in that artistic endeavor. Great work. And as you all are aware, school safety is a major component of what we do today in public schools. And we are always trying to find grants to help us be more secure. And as of late, our PCCD grant, under the auspice and control of Mr. Eric Gatis, I'd like to give you a couple of updates of what we're doing to keep our students and faculty stay safe in the Laurel Highlands School District. We have currently purchased night lock lockdown devices, and we are currently beginning the distribution and installation of those units in our schools. We have ordered and received 6 additional hand scanners. We have 6 new Raptor scanners that have been purchased for all school buildings. And if you do not know what a Raptor system is, it's a system that's linked to the FBI and local police. Anyone coming into our school building has to give a driver's license identification. That identification is instantly run through that system. And if there are outstanding warrants or you are considered a predator, it shows up immediately on our screen, and we act accordingly based on the information received. So that's a great plus for us to have in our buildings to keep our students and our staff safe. Moving forward, we also have a nice directional sign that will be put up here at the high school that will help parents, students, and visitors have a clearer picture of where to go and where to park for various events, and that's coming soon. And moving forward, in Part B of the grant, we're trying to secure more security cameras, communication devices, and walk-through metal detectors. So congratulations, Mr. Gates will stand on top of that grant and helping secure our students and staff. Great work. Finally, the Senior Action Council of Fayette County has recognized Reverend Sharon Jones and Tanya Green, middle school teachers, officers, and members of the Senior Action Council of Fayette and Greene counties, in conjunction with the Senior Actions of Washington County and Mon Valley sub-area, recognize African American teachers and teachers of color at the Council's annual Black History Month program and luncheon in Washington Area Senior Center. That was February 18th, which I believe was Monday. Congratulations to Reverend Sharon Jones and Tanya Green, middle school instructors. Great work. Mr. Sepik, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Wallace. Student recognition.
Please pardon the interruption. There were a set of keys left at the security desk upon entering the meeting in the lobby of the high school. If you're missing keys, please check at the security desk. Thank you.
Elementary, we have Faith Metz. From Hatfield, Warren Radcliffe. Brennan Harn. Matthew Kamaka. From Hutchinson, we have Jordan Hambroski. Wyatt Newhouse. Drew Tupta. Landon Hendricks. From Marshall Elementary, we have Carter Noah Hubika. And Sophia Yager.
Middle school, for 6th grade science, Delaney Angel. Jonathan Holland. For 7th grade science, we have Aviana Pasuni. And Daniel Showman. For journalism, we have Derek Nastasi. Honor Civics, Peyton Chester. AP US History, Calissa Jones. Psychology, Mackenzie Stefanini. Academic Chemistry, Emmy Shad. Spanish 2, Sherry Vinersky. Spanish 3, Mia Marinelli. Spanish 5, Macy Valek. Physical Education, Hannah Sutton. Family and Consumer Sciences, Mackenzie Lind. For nutrition, we have Amber Mitz. For world history, Shannon Helmick.
We'll take a brief pause in the meeting. Would anybody like to leave at this time? Mrs. Kalich, you have an academic foundation report? Thank you very much. Comprehensive Strategic Plan, the Board Policy Committee, Mrs. DeAndrea.
This time, I'd like to start.
Please, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, school board. Thank you, Mrs. DeAndrea. This evening, I just had a quick review of the Laurel Highlands School District's comprehensive plan. We actually have spent a lot of time working to develop the district's plan for the next 3 years. We submitted it and it went through the Pennsylvania Department of Education for approval, and it was passed for starting the 2019 school year and running through 2022. Part of that district plan, we actually developed 4 goals for the district to utilize as a blueprint for the district as a guiding pathway for the next 3 years. Part of those goals, the first one is to prepare all students with essential skills to be successful in their future. These goals are not, again, required to be started until 2019, but we were eager to get started and we've already started that process. Some of the highlights that we've done already and continue to work towards, we've updated our district's Chapter 339 plan, which entails career focus. We're redefining our academies at the high school to be more career pathways to help students guide their selection of courses for their future. We've been focusing on soft skills because that's a skill that many businesses are asking that students come well prepared with those. We've been building as many community partnerships as we possibly can in order to make sure we provide additional opportunities for our students, as well as having our teachers attend Educator in the Workplace through various grants. Our second goal is to establish a district system that fully ensures consistent implementation of standards-aligned curricula across all schools for our students. Again, we've been working on that. We're in the middle of our English language arts curriculum redevelopment. We're finalizing our mathematics curriculum, and we've also been providing teachers professional development in literacy as well as text-dependent analysis. Our third goal is to establish a district system that fully ensures staff members in every school use the standards-aligned assessments to monitor student achievement and adjust instructional practices. We've been working through that obviously for the past years. However, we will define this goal a little bit more once we complete our curriculum alignment. And finally, the last goal would be to establish a district system that fully ensures each member of the district community promotes, enhances, and sustains a shared vision of positive school climate and ensures family and community support of student participation in the learning process. We have really worked towards that because we want to be proud of Laurel Highlands being in our community. As administration, we've been working on action planning from feedback from our staff, from our parents, and also from our students through a student voice initiative. And we're also working on professional development. These are just some of the highlights that we've been working on. And finally, the last thing, we also wanted students to be part of this process. And our students in our digital communication class and their graphics arts developed posters that highlight all 4 of these goals, and their work and their names are going to be distributed on these posters throughout the entire school district. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
A lot of time and effort has been placed into developing this strategic plan, so I would personally like to thank all the administration, the teachers, parents, community members, and most importantly, Mr. Miller, for all your time and effort. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Policy Committee report.
I have no report at this time.
Thank you, Mrs. DeAndrea. Curriculum Committee, Mrs. Santor.
Item C1I, kindergarten registration will be held during the week of April 29th through May 2nd, 2019. Dates and times are as follows. Monday, April 29th, 2019, Marshall Elementary School, 9 to 11 and 1 to 3. Tuesday, April 30th, 2019, Hutchinson Elementary School, 9 to 11 and 1 to 3. Wednesday, May 1st, 2019, Clark Elementary School, 9 to 11 and 1 to 3. And Thursday, May 2nd, 2019, Hatfield Elementary School, 9 to 11 and 1 to 3. For more information on dates, times, and registration procedures, please contact your respective school or visit the district website, www.lhsd.org. Children entering kindergarten for the 2019-2020 school year must turn 5 years old on or before August 31st, 2019. There are no exceptions. Item C2A, approval of the revision to the school calendar for the 2018-2019 school year to now include makeup days. I'd like to make a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Item C3I, informational. 2 Laurel Highlands High School students, Madison Gano and Jonathan Korek, have made region band once again this year. This is the 3rd consecutive year that Laurel Highlands students have been selected for the outstanding nominations. The LH Fine Arts program continues to shine and provides students with superior music skills while at Laurel Highlands. We can give those students a round of applause. Item C4 is also informational. A Dr. Seuss event will be held on Tuesday, March 12, 2019 at the high school from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. The night will include reading and games, free books, a green eggs in hand dinner, photo opportunities, character door prizes, and a dance party. Please register for the event at Eventbrite on the lhsd.org website. Item C5, action item, approve LBI student Devin Stanchik to complete a 150-hour internship with Lenny Neal and Bryce Shiras in network administration. I'd like to put that into the form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Item C6A, approval of the resolution to adequately invest in public schools and students found in Exhibit A. I'd like to put that into the form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mrs. Santor. Buildings and Grounds Committee, Mrs. Wards. Thank you very much. Finance, Budget, and Taxation Committee. Mr. Raymond, I'm going to have Mrs. Wards do the report unless you'd like to. Thank you, Mr. Raymond. Go ahead, Mrs. Wards.
F1A Treasurer and Budget Report, January Exhibit B. Over the motion. Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
F2A Payment of Bills, January Exhibit C. Put that in the form of motion. Second.
Question on the motion. Roll call.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond.
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
9 yeas.
Payment of excuse me, Mrs. Wards, I'm sorry.
F3A Payment of GOB Bills, January Exhibit D. Put that in the form of motion. Second.
Question on the motion. Roll call.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond.
Yes.
Mrs. Beal?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Motion carries.
F4 Informational Investment Bill, January Exhibit B. F5A Federal Report, January Exhibit F. Put that in the form of motion. Second.
Question on the motion. Roll call.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond.
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
9 yeas.
F6A Student Activity Athletic Funds, January Exhibit G. Put that in the form of a motion. Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
F7I Informational Board Summary Report, January Exhibit H. F8A Approval of Preliminary Budget for the 2019-2020 school year, Exhibit I, $53,961,434. That is form of the motion. Second.
Question on the motion. Roll call.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
8 yeas. 9 yeas.
F9A, approval intermediate union general operating budget for the 2019-2020 school year. Total budget amount is $49,542. Our share is $34,511.60. Put that in the form of a motion. Second.
Question on the motion. Roll call.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond? Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
9 yeas.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mrs. Wards. Health, Nutrition, and Community Committee. Mrs. Glad.
Item FS1A, the cafeteria report. I'd like to put that into the form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
That concludes my report, Mr. Suffolk.
Thank you, Mrs. Glad. Security Transportation Committee. Mrs. Beal.
We did have an interview for security, and one security chief, we did pick one person, Mr. D'Angelo.
Yes, Wayne D'Angelo.
And I don't have any idea what school it's for.
That'll be determined tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's the end of my report.
Are you making that motion to hire Mrs. Beal?
I'll second it.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Beal? Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Black?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond, security.
Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
Does that conclude your report, Mrs. Beal? Does that conclude your report? Human Resources Committee, Mrs. Kalich?
Personnel and Labor Relations, Professional Personnel, P1A, approve additional substitute teachers, Exhibit K, A, regular certified substitutes, and B, emergency certified substitutes. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Black?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Raymond, substitute teachers.
Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal?
Yes.
Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
P3A, approve tenure for Mr. Zachary Sight. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
P4A, approve permission for the following individuals to be placed as long-term substitutes in the positions indicated. Middle School English, grade 8, Sarah Abramowitz. Middle School Support, learning support to be announced. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Black?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Raymond, substitutes and alternates.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
P5A, conference request. Approve request by Mr. Mark Santor to attend Region Band Competition, March 7th to 9th, 2019, in Greenville, PA. Total cost approximate $500. This is necessary in order for our students to compete in Region Band. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Black?
Yes.
Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Raymond, regional band.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal?
Yes.
Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
P6A, approved for outdoor school, after school, and overnight staff for the 2019 outdoor school week, Exhibit L. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries.
Support personnel, P7A, approve additional substitute employees for support personnel, Exhibit K. Service personnel, clerical personnel, security personnel, paraprofessionals, helper and aides, and technical support staff. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond? Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
P8A, I'd like to put in the form of a motion for Natalie Sharp as the selection of administrative and payroll assistant for the administration office per terms of the collective bargaining agreement.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. Bortz?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Lemon?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond, secretarial payroll assistant. Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mr. Stefan?
Yes.
9 yeas.
P9A, paraprofessional update, Exhibit M. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries.
P10A, accept with regret the resignation of Mrs. Teresa Cole, IEP aide at the middle school, effective March 1st, 2019. Mrs. Cole has 13 years of dedicated service to the district. I'd like to put that into a form of a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries.
Please give Ms. Cole a round of
Athletic and Extracurricular Activities Committee, Mr. Mann.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy. Good evening, folks. It's good to see all of you out this evening on this winter day. And I remember back in September, I asked you to bring a friend to fill up the auditorium. It's good to see this many people here tonight. Just remember, on the next meeting, invite a friend. We'd like to see all the seats filled up. Thank you for coming. The A&E under A81, I'd like to put this in motion for permission to solicit bids for the fall sports.
Question on the motion. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
Under AE2, approve spring coaching positions for the 2018-19 school year. This is under Exhibit N. Assistant varsity baseball coach. These were all recommended by the head coach. And if I'm correct, Dr. Wallace, you all have the three. Assistant varsity baseball coach Mike Smith. Head 9th grade baseball coach Rich Polisar. Assistant 9th grade baseball coach Louis Gonzalez. Head 7th and 8th grade baseball coach Paul Eckert. Assistant 7th and 8th grade baseball coach Jimmy Schwallen. 3 assistant boys and girls track coaches. That'd be Alan Dines, Kerry Whitman, and Bill Kuzer. Head 7th and 8th grade boys and girls track coach Martin Gaddy. 3 assistant 7th and 8th grade boys and girls track coaches. There's 4 names listed here. The first 3 are recommended by the head coach, and I believe the last person is a volunteer. The main assistant, Yogi Colombo, Mike Pugazato, and Heather Picon. And on the back, volunteer coaches under track would be Erwin Bramley, Angela Braun, and Heather Picon. And the baseball, Jimmy Burns, Joe Presta, and Mark Edmonton. I'd like to put that in form of a motion at this time.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mr. Lamond?
Yes.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mrs. Ladd?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Raymond, coach assistants.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalich?
Yes.
Mrs. Boers?
Yes.
Mr. Sapper?
Yes.
9 yeas.
And just one other note, Mr. John will pass along an update to Dr. Wallace and myself on spring sports. We'll get back in the spring in March on the winter sports. But just one thing I'd like to pass on here. That was the 9th grade boys basketball team completed the season 23-0 record. Let's give them a nice round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. At this time, I'd like to have a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion.
Question on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. For personnel and contractual matters. Order. Motion to return to regular session.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Question on the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Mr. Frankhauser.
Under the grievances, we do have the one grievance that's going to arbitration, and that will be scheduled in the very near future. Nothing else under the solicitor's report, other than to tell you that we are progressing and reviewing the various tax assessment appeals that have been presented to determine if it makes sense for us to obtain alternative appraisals.
Thank you, Mr. Frankhauser. Career and Technical Institute report. Mr. Raymond is on the phone. Mrs. DeAndrea.
Yes, I would like to announce that we have a new president at CTI, Mr. Raymond, and he did a wonderful job at the last meeting. Also, I'd like to announce that we have some recent grants at CTI, including grants from the Everly Foundation, $17,000, PBE, $48,000, and the Benedict Foundation, a total of $80,000 there, which was a combination of $144,000. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mrs. DeAndrea. Intermediate unit report. The Intermediate unit annual convention is scheduled for Tuesday, March 26, 2019 at the Hilton Gardens in South Point. A banquet for the school directors will be held at 7 p.m. Following the convention at 8:30 p.m. Registration begins at 6:30 p.m. So if anybody would like to go, please see Kim or Dr. Wallace.
Okay. Yes, at this time I would like the board to consider a motion to approve Mrs. Lisa Fields as a successful bidder for the 12-month head custodial position at Hutchinson Elementary School. Her terms of the collective bargaining agreement. This requires board action as this is considered a promotion.
We have a motion.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalish?
Yes.
Mrs. Ford?
Yes.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal?
Under the advice of our attorney, yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond, custodial placement.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
9 yeas.
I'd like the board to consider a motion to accept Mrs. Deanna Jellick as a successful bidder for the cafeteria manager position at Hutchinson Elementary School. Her terms of the collective bargaining agreement. This requires board action. It is considered a promotion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalish?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond?
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal? Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mrs. Forbes?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Yes.
9 yeas.
I'd like the board to consider a motion for selection of the head varsity football coach. Length of contract to be determined.
I make that nomination. As chairman of the athletic department and athletic committee, it is my duty to bring up the name of the person that we discussed in executive session. So I would like to nominate at this time Mr. Richard Colasar for the football position here at Laurel Highlands.
Second.
Question on the motion, roll call.
Mr. Lamon?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalish?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond, football coach, Colasar.
Mrs. Santor?
Pass.
Mrs. Beal?
Yes.
Mrs. Forbes?
Pass.
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Suffolk?
Pass. When it passes, I'd like to change their vote. Motion carries 5-1-3. Congratulations, Mr. Colasar.
I'd like the board to consider a motion for selection of the head varsity softball coach. Length of contract to be determined.
I'd like to make a motion. I'd like to make a motion, Ryan Reed.
Second.
Question on the motion? Roll call.
Mrs. Forbes?
Yes.
Mrs. Glad?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Mr. Raymond, Mr. Rates on softball coach.
Abstain, Jessica?
Yes.
That's a pass. It has to be a pass.
Mrs. Santor?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalish?
Yes.
Mrs. Beal?
Yes, because I'm going on what the children want. That's
Mrs. DeAndrea?
Yes.
Mr. Lamon?
Mr. Lamon, no. Pass.
Mr. Suffolk?
Pass.
5 yeas,
1 nay, 2 pass.
Any passes like to change their vote? Motion carries 504. Do we have any public comment?
Well, we love all our coaches, we love everybody that works in our district, and we love the people that come out. But sometimes we have to do things with the young people. They do play, but we don't.
I've been on board with Mr. Rogers with this for a long time, and it's my record there so much. And I tried to block it out, but it's so much in here. And I tried to do what I think is best for the school in any position I'm in.
I accept your apology, but I want to tell you something. You can go, I'll go on record as my record. I've always supported the cafeteria, custodial, secretary, teachers to the end. Like I said, this is a non-paying job. And I've been in this school district, as I told you, representing before unions, before teachers' unions, before custodial unions, so I've been here a long time. And I would never do anything detrimental to anybody in the audience or anybody that lives in the school district. I accept your apology. Listen, you think we're not emotional tonight? You know that we have half of this audience is happy and half of the audience maybe is not so happy. But like I said, we have spent hours and hours and hours debating this, talking about it. And you know what? We're all friends here too. Just because somebody votes one way or the other, we still respect each other. We still try to help each other. But it's over with, it's done with, and I want to move on to the next day. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the
Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Excuse me.
Coming home a winner.